Good evening, everybody. I am here with you guys tonight to break down the exclusive Monica Tolan Christmas kit. Just a little bit of background in case any of you don't already know what kit I may be referring to. Back in July, when I was on holidays, I decided that, as with every year when our festive preparations, if you wish, begin, I'm always looking to see what I can do more, what I can deliver better than what we did last year. We're always constantly trying to up our game, constantly trying to better ourselves and progress and move forward. And just like we did the year before and the year before that, and we will, of course, next year do even more and better than we've done this year. But I created our own, for the first time ever, our own Christmas kit, and I'm so incredibly proud of it. It's sold way more than my expectations. I had thought that we would have some more to sell after pre-order. Not only did it sell out on pre-order, but we had to order more stock in, and they too sold out on pre-order. So now we don't have this kit at all ever again for sale, because as you will see when I break it down, there's a lot of trial products and products we had to order in specifically for this that are just not available to us anymore. So this kit is no longer available to purchase in either of our clinics. You will have to wait till next year. But tonight's video is for all those who have purchased. But of course, everyone's going to benefit from the knowledge, because they're all our best-selling products really within the range. It just suits me to do it on Instagram. I can save it to Instagram TV. I can save it and put it onto my YouTube channel, and then I have this information. So, like I said, I'm so proud of the kit that we created this year. It was so well received by you guys. I feel it's the full package. It was an excellent price as well for the amount of product that we have in it. And it's not just an Environ Christmas kit. We did introduce some other skincare ranges into it as well. But before, I'm going to go ahead and break it down, because there's a lot in it and I want to get through it all. So the first product that we had, I'm not going to say which products were free and which products were not free in the kit, because it really didn't work like that. I just brought to you the best value that I thought I could bring, and it was a combination of all products. The price of the kit was €280, and that was for everything within the kit. So the first product that I had in the kit, and this is one of the reasons why this kit is no longer on sale, because you can't get this product anymore in Europe. This is the original formulation of the Sebi Wash from Environ Skincare. Of course, the Sebi Wash is our cleanser that contains salicylic and tea tree oil. It is known to be our cleanser for problem skin. However, obviously not everybody with problem skin bought this kit. There was other people with skin like my own. I'm going to tell you when and how you can introduce this cleanser into your own skincare. Well, first of all, if I was to say, this is probably the one product in Environ Skincare range that I can give to somebody just this on their own, and it will make significant changes. Well, this obviously and vitamin A, but this will make quite significant changes. I would give this to a lot of my moms of teenagers who tell me that they're lucky if they get them to wash their skin. And I would say, well, if you can get them to wash their skin with this alone, it will help to minimize breakouts and also clear up congestion. And the reason for this is because it contains salicylic acid. And also, because it contains salicylic acid, I would ask you not to use this if you're allergic to aspirin, because both salicylic acid and aspirin come from the willow tree. So there's a really good chance if you're allergic to aspirin, you will be allergic to this. So salicylic is basically our acid. It's one of our more astringent acids, and what it does is it eats away or breaks down congestion within the skin. There's also tea tree oil in this, so it has a mild sterilization or antibacterial formulation. Now, if your skin is dry sensitive, I would suggest you use the Sebi Wash as a shower gel. I love this as a shower gel, particularly when I used to train jiu-jitsu, because I would feel particularly sweaty after jiu-jitsu, and not just my sweat. So the tea tree oil on this had that kind of sterilization, antibacterial feel to it. You just feel so clean after using it. So if you have skin like mine, maybe combination or tendency maybe to get a monthly breakout, even if you're to use this once a week in the shower, you would benefit from it. What I would say to you with this cleanser is leave it even sitting on the skin for maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes before rinsing it off. I would always ask my clients to use this in the shower, because I know if you use it in the shower, you're definitely going to rinse it off properly, as opposed to splashing it at the sink, where you could leave some reside in the hairline or in the brow line or in here, and it will cause irritation if you do that. So it's great for in the shower. If you want to do like a little mini peel with this product, just leave it on the skin for 2 to 3 minutes before rinsing it off. Be careful of the eye area. It will sting the eyes if you let it in, so don't do that. So that's the Sebi wash. Pass it on to a niece or nephew if they're teenage, anywhere from age 10, 11 up, that teenage years where they start to get blackheads and spots. Amazing product. Use it yourself once a week. Use it yourself every day if you're problematic. Use it on your body. So there you go. Yes, Claire, this is perfect for a 9-year-old skin. My girls, as long as maybe even just once, twice a week, shouldn't necessarily have to, it depends on their skin, but once, twice a week, this is beautiful for them to use. Again, just make sure you chat to her and tell her not to get it into her eye area. So that is the Sebi wash. I'm not going to use this for you now because I'd need to, like I said, it's my shower cleanser and I would need to use water with it, and I'm in my office and I don't have water, but I think it's fairly self-explanatory how you would use this. This Sebi wash cleanser. This is available still for sale, just not this formulation of it. There was something about EU legislation and they had to change the formula of it. But I brought this back for the Christmas kit because it was the preferred formula. It was my clients prefer this formula to the new formula, but there's nothing we can do now. Next product in the Christmas kit is, and if you wish kind of your first product, because I would encourage you to use this product before you use the Sebi wash, if you're going to use the Sebi wash. Now in the kit, there was a couple of products that not everybody got because we couldn't source the amount we needed for every kit. So you either got the clay mask or the pre-cleansing oil. And I felt that they were two products that was fair to do that because they're very similar. So it's not essential that you have both. One and does the job of the other pretty much. So some people, when they ordered the kit, said which one they preferred, and some people just got a lucky dip. But what I have here tonight is the pre-cleansing oil, and this is a super product. I'm not going to say I don't give it enough recognition. There was a time I didn't give it enough recognition, but that's not the case anymore because this is now one of our best-selling products. Our clients adore it. And I'll tell you what made this product peak. I gave this, remember I was just saying when I started this video that I always tried to up my game on the festive package for the year before. Well, last year, what I did to make that kit even better was I gave all the clients who pre-ordered with Monica Tolan's a free pre-cleansing oil. And as a result of that, it's now one of our best-selling products because a lot of people got to try it who may never have tried it before. And I kind of always felt it was one of those, it's not an expensive product. Don't ask me how much it is because I'm awful at prices. So I'm not going to even tell you, you'd have to inquire. But it's not an expensive product. It's into €20, between 20 and 30 like. And it lasts forever. If I was to tell you clients got this into Christmas kit last year, I would say it was the product that they had to refill on the least because it lasted the longest. So why double cleanse? Well, if you think about it, and the cleansers within Environ Skincare range are not cheap cleansers. They're ingredients are very thought through, they're very gentle, they're very effective, and they're in there for a reason. They have a job to do, and the price of it reflects that. So I don't want you wasting a load of cleanser trying to take your makeup off. I want you to use the cleansers that we prescribe for your skin to actually clean your skin. So for that reason, I would ask you to employ the pre-cleansing oil because the job of the pre-cleansing oil is to remove your makeup, and it does so in the most beautiful, graceful, gentle manner. It's a stunning product. It contains coconut oil, so it's immensely hydrating. I have also put this into my category of products that are great to get you through a negative response to vitamin A. Should you have one, this product is a lovely product to lean on at that time as well. You do not mix water with the pre-cleansing oil because oil and water don't mix. So what you will do with this, I'm going to show you, I'm going to demo these products for you. I also sometimes refer to this product as my drunk cleanser because if I'm out like late for a night, the reason why I say that is because I don't wear an awful lot of makeup, as you can see from today. But when I'm out, I obviously do. And this is the best product for removing makeup. It removes all traces of eye makeup. Unlike Sebi wash, it's very gentle on the eyes. So you can use it around the eye area. And you know that kind of dehydrated feeling that you get when you wake up after having alcohol? Well, you don't have that when you use the pre-cleansing oil because of the coconut oil is so immensely hydrating and softening. You wake up with really nice, hydrated, soft skin. It's probably the best part about you when you wake up, and not a trace of makeup on your skin. It's like you were never out. So just massage it all in. A lot of my male clients that use this tell me they find it brilliant for blackheads around the nose. The oil in this, it's kind of a myth that you shouldn't put oil on oily skin because sometimes again, going back to oil and water not mixing, sometimes you need an oil to break down the fats that tend to reside in your pores. Of course, it's fats in your pores and skin cells that are blackheads. Basically, the reason why they go black is when they're oxidized. If they stay underneath the skin, they'll appear like little white lumps, like milia. But it is cells and lipids that's what the composition of that would be. So you need an oil to break it down. So a lot of my male clients, like I said, tell me that they find it brilliant for blocked pores around this area. So massage it right in, bring it right down onto the neck. It's gorgeous, like I said, if you're experiencing a negative response, right out to the ear area. So a lot of people get congested around this area here, and I often say it's because you're not bringing the cleansers right out to there. It would make sense, so make sure you do. You know what, Sarah, when it comes to quantities, there's no magic rule with anything. You're going to know when you have enough. I just put 2 drops in, but if I had a load of eye makeup and a load of foundation on, I would have to use more. Use as much. It spreads really well because it's an oil. It actually feels amazing on the skin. I'm really enjoying this. So how you're going to remove the pre-cleansing oil? I've had a lot of people in the past tell me that they tried to get a foam with it by adding water. Don't do that at all. That's not going to work. That's not how this product was designed. So you're going to massage it right in, go up into the hairline, go into the brows, take off all your eye makeup with it. Really work it into any areas of congestion. And then you're going to get a warm cloth. Once again, why I like to lean on this product if I've been out late at night, because it's mess free. It's so quick, so effective. This is, to me, is as quick and effective as a baby wipe. I would never want any of my clients, and I would never ever use a baby wipe for my skin. But to me, this is as handy as a baby wipe. You just massage it into your skin. This is not warm anymore. It was when I wet it. And wipe it off. And with that, every last trace of makeup will leave too. And that's your double cleanse. I tend only to use pre-cleansing oil if I've been using makeup. If I'm going away for a weekend, I will always bring pre-cleansing oil with me because it travels so well. I just pop it into one of my Monica Tolan bottles, and usually if I'm going away for the weekend, I'm going out. Do you know what? Would you use it if you've no makeup on? A lot of my male clients use it and they love it for blackheads around the nose, and I'm pretty sure they don't wear makeup. But yeah, I don't wear much makeup, and I will never knock back an opportunity to use pre-cleansing oil because it's pure decadence. So the next part of your routine, and again using products contained in the kit, is cleanse and tone. My cleanser of choice is the Youth Essentia cleanser from Environ Skincare. You may have got this in the kit. Some people upgraded and paid an extra, maybe €4-6. I think maybe 4. Again, don't quote me. Or you could have got the low foaming cleansing gel, which is like a more gentle version of the Sebu wash, but still very cleansing. It also contains citric acid, so it doesn't have the more aggressive salicylic, but it does have an acid in there, so you get a really good cleanse with the low foaming. I have my low foaming permanently on my shower tray. I like to use it every morning when I shower, but I love to use my Youth Essentia cleanser at night. So what I'm going to do, a lot of people do use water with cleansers. I find that they're better if they're not. Now there is water in this product, on the cloth. I do wet it. You can use that, of course. I don't like to use water with this. On the packaging it says to wet your fingertips and massage this into the skin. I've never done it like that. I think the product is more concentrated when you don't use water at this point. But if you're using the Sebu wash or the low foaming cleanser, you must add water. So this is how I do it. If you use it a different way and you find it effective, that's all that matters. It's kind of in the same context of how much do you use. Like, it doesn't really matter. The only time I don't like to see my clients, I worry about the amount they're using, is if they're too slow working their way through a bottle of AVST. If a bottle of AVST is lasting 4-6 months, I have a problem with that. Even just because there's not enough preservatives to keep that product fresh for that long once opened. But if the product's lasting that long, they're not covering enough of their face, and they're probably not using it twice a day. So that's the only time that I would look to a product not lasting long enough. So back to the cleansers. This is the Youth Essentia cleanser. I like to use it. This is the way I've always used my cream cleanser. But again, if you want to add water to it and use it like that, that's fine. I just apply it on cotton wool and I work it all the way in. I find this way is so incredibly gentle as well. It feels really, really nice on, and you can really just work it into areas. The cleanser remains on the cotton wool, so you can work it again into areas like going right out to your ears, all around the nose area. I use this cleanser at night, so it's usually just removing the dirt and grime from the day. Where I love, like I said, a wash in the morning, I feel much fresher. I don't like to have to step out of the shower and start to clean my skin. I like to do all the cleansing while I'm in the shower, so that's why I love the low foaming in there. Now, the job of the toner, and sometimes again toners get bad press, but the toner in Environ Skincare is really a real integral part of your cleansing system. It contains mild levels of lactic acid, so it's a skin brightener, it's also a skin emollient or a skin hydrator. Lactic acid is a natural skin softener, of course, coming from milk. The toner from Environ Skincare is the only toner I've ever used that my skin has felt more hydrated after using it than it did beforehand. And that's why I love it. And also what you're doing with Environ Skincare, you must remember that the vitamin A cream is the epicenter of the range. Everything that you do before it and after it is to promote better activity of your vitamin A. There is ingredients in here that ensure a better pathway into your skin for the vitamin A. So the last thing you will do is use the toner. Again, like I said, this is very, very hydrating, so there's no alcohol in it, so you're not going to feel really tight or astringent. I think that's actually probably where toners got the bad press, because they tend to be filled with very astringent ingredients and leave the skin quite stingy or sore or tight or irritated afterwards, so people just stopped using them, and some people say they're not necessary. I know clients who have said when they included the toner in the skincare routine, it was a game changer for them. And it was in this kit as well, which is great. So wipe over the whole skin with the toner, ensuring that you remove any last traces of dirt or grime in the skin, but also any last traces of cleanser, because you don't want the cleanser to block the pathway of the vitamin A. So that's cleanser. So the next thing you're going to do, if you're rolling, I'm of course rolling. If you're rolling, this is when you're going to roll, because of course the whole point of rolling is not that the roller will do much work in itself, but what it does do is create nice little channels so that all my actives that's going to follow can shoot right into my skin. The roller didn't come with the kit, but we did have a promotion on the roller where you got a free hyaluronic acid serum, so most of my clients did purchase the gold roller at that point. This is 0.02 mil in depth, because I know I'm going to get asked that, and it's because I'm on such high level vitamin A, my skin is so healthy that my products would actually struggle to penetrate my skin. So when I use the roller first, you just get a whoom. The best way I can describe the gold roller, it's like the port tunnel. You pay the fee because it's an expensive product to purchase. You'll pay the fee, but you'll get there quicker. I love to make sure to roll all over the lip area as well. Really good for fine lines around the lip and really good for fine lines around the eyes. So you put no weight behind the roller. The roller is designed to do the job itself. So sometimes I have clients and they come into me for a facial and I can tell they've rolled the night before because they'll have track marks. You're not meant to have track marks. You're just meant to let the roller do its job and be very, very gentle in doing it. You are not meant to bleed. This is not needling. I'm not going to answer any questions that come up, so please don't ask. You can DM me later, because my point of doing this whole video is to save it onto YouTube and to put it into my Glow Getter group. So I'm not certain that the questions will come up when I save the video, but it's not going to be really relevant. So I'm not going to answer any questions, and they're actually distracting me. So people often ask me how long should I roll for. Roughly 3 minutes. We have little Monica Tolan timers, which are very cool. I love rolling when I'm talking to you guys because I tend to do a much better roll. When I'm not talking to you guys, it tends to be much quicker. So the next product that we have in the kit that we're going to use is our Youth Essential Eye Gel, which has recently been reformulated and recently been reformulated and hyaluronic acid has been added into it because it's a big ingredient in the industry. Hyaluronic acid is huge and it's becoming more and more talked about, and I've noticed a lot more products are being formulated. Hyaluronic acid is something that's naturally found in your skin, which is really important because anything that's natural to your skin loves to see it coming. Anything that's not natural, your skin will instantly try and fight it off and get rid itself of it. So that's not the case with hyaluronic. And hyaluronic acid is something that in the skin naturally starts to slow down and break down as we age. And by the time you're roughly 60, you have no natural hyaluronic acid in your skin. Hyaluronic acid is what lies between all the skin cells. It's like a water, a hydrator. It's a natural humidifier. It pulls moisture into itself. It has the ability to attract 1,000 times its own weight in water. So you can see why it's so huge in the skincare industry. But there is a drawback of hyaluronic acid. It will only go into the skin if it has a low molecular weight. So that's why roading before the use of hyaluronic is very, very important. And then of course that you would use a product with a low molecular weight, which of course Environ Hydrating Serum has. If you were to use a product with a heavy molecular weight or a hyaluronic acid that is not going to go into the skin and it is instead going to sit on top of the skin, it will have the complete opposite effect and pull the moisture out of your skin, which is no good. Unless, just to make things a little bit more complicated for you guys, unless you live in a very humid climate, in which case it will pull moisture out of the environment. So with the eye gel, people again often ask me how much. One pump on the ring finger of your finger, on the ring finger of your hand, press your 2 ring fingers together. Now you have even distribution of the product. Apply. God, it feels amazing, particularly after rolling. And anything that's left, bring over the lip. When Des took this eye gel back into the lab and reformulated it there recently with more hyaluronic acid, he did mildly repackage it as well, and I was actually a bit sorry that he didn't put the word lip on it. Eye and lip gel, because I have, for as long as I'm working with it, recommended it for the lip area. My clients have gotten great results with it, and I just feel if the clients seen the word lip on it, they'd be more inclined to use it. But sure. Now, the next product that came in the kit that I'm going to use is the Avance Moisturiser or the Avance Elixir, depends which one you got. So the Avance Moisturiser and the Avance Elixir are our peptide serum. And they always go on before your vitamin A. Peptides, amino acids, proteins, and they're essential for collagen formation. So if you want to harbour better collagen, which of course is natural in your skin, this is not trying to put collagen into your skin, but instead giving your skin what it needs in order to make its own collagen, which again is key. Because if you're going to extract collagen from a cow's bum, you can't expect your skin to say, oh lovely, I'll have myself some of that. Your skin's going to go, no way, this is not coming near me, this is not natural to me. But if you give your skin proteins and vitamin C and anything that is vital for its own collagen forms, it will receive it and do its job. So anytime you see that this product contains collagen, it's a pure marketing scheme. It's usually from cows, and collagen is just protein. So it's more important that it contains protein, amino acids. Okay, so that is your elixir on. Again, like I said, that came in the kit. So the next product that you're going to apply is, of course, your actives. And that's very personal to each individual person. You're going to either use Youth Essentia, you could possibly use the ACNE oil. You may use AVST1, AVST2, AVST3, AVST4, AVST5. But whatever one you're using, it is now that you're going to apply it. Another product that came in the Christmas kit is the Hydrating Oil Capsules. These are absolutely stunning. I often describe these as being the only kind of luxury item within Environ skincare range. These are one product that if somebody walked in off the street and wanted to buy a present for somebody, I would say that even if they're not using Environ, I would tell them to use these because everybody's skin loves them. You can use, these are not meant to be necessarily part of your skincare routine. They're meant to be a nice to have, like an add-on, like a mask. You can use them before. If I'm going out at night, I will use Hydrating Oil Capsule before I do my makeup, and then when I come in that evening, I'll remove my makeup and apply my normal skincare routine. If I'm going away for a weekend, I may not want to bring my moisturisers with me, in which case I'll just bring maybe 3 or 4 of these capsules with me. I keep these in my gym bag. Really, really nice to have. I generally tend to pass them around to anyone who's with me. And how you're going to use these, you don't swallow them. As far as I know, these are the only products that leave the Environ factories to be manufactured. I think these are capsulated in Spain, as far as I know. At least that was the case. So what you're going to do here, this is not very glamorous. I have been known to, on my way from jiu-jitsu, bite that off while I'm starting to drive the car and spit that out the window. And then you just apply, there's the oil there. So you can apply it like so. Just one capsule is enough. And what you get from that capsule is immense hydration and also the perfect makeup primer. If a client tells me that they're using one of these every day or that they feel they need it, then there's something not right with their skincare routine, and most likely their supplements, and I look to fixing that. Because like I said, they're meant to be a nice to have, they're not meant to be essential to your everyday skincare routine. So it was, of course, a full size hydrating oil capsules that you got in your kit, which is fantastic. Now, what else we had in this kit? We had Super Moisturizer. Super Moisturizer is a stunning moisturizer that we have in Environ Skincare range. It contains no vitamin A. Oh, just so you know, everything I've used so far is safe to use in pregnancy. The only thing that you couldn't use is any AVST higher than number 2. Or the AC in the oil, but everything I've used so far is perfectly safe in pregnancy. But Super Moisturizer is our moisturizer with no vitamin A. This is an immensely hydrating cream that harbours better activity from your own natural moisturising factor. Your own natural moisturising factor is your ability to keep moisture in. You know, this is what vitamin A does. This is what's so genius about Environ Skincare, because there's no point in filling the skin with hydration if your skin is so impaired that it's just going to lose it throughout the day. Your skin has to be able to retain that moisture as well, and that's where you get the glow when that locks down. And this moisturizer is really, really good for that. So Environ actually sponsored the South African Olympic swimming team, and this was their moisturizer of choice because, of course, the fact that there's no vitamin A in it, they don't need to follow the ABST rule. They can just apply it. Men love this. If they're not going to be compliant with a vitamin A journey, then this is the moisturizer for them. It's a stunning cream, immensely hydrating, but you can of course incorporate it into your own skincare routine by applying it before your AVST to filter your vitamin A. The only time you'd ever want to filter vitamin A is if you're experiencing a negative response and where you've got an onslaught, or you can apply it on top of your vitamin A. It feels absolutely gorgeous. Sometimes when clients start on their vitamin A journey with me, particularly if they've been using a very heavy cream, and that's full of like synthetic emollients, they do miss that heaviness because their skin has nearly become dependent on it. Kind of like if a kidney is on dialysis machine, the dialysis machine is doing the work for the kidney. It's the same when you're using really, really heavy moisturizer. The moisturizer is doing the work, and it's a sterile work because it's not the natural functions of the skin. What Environ does is encourages or makes your skin so healthy that it's self-sufficient. So sometimes when my clients start on the journey with me, they do miss that heavier cream or the dialysis machine, if you wish. And I will ask them to use the Super Moisturizer on top of their AVST1 at this point, and then they don't miss it at all. And then eventually when their skin locks down and becomes healthy, they can slip off this if they want, or they can keep using it. It's up to them. It's a stunning product though, and and again, it's not expensive. Now, the last but not least, what we had in the kit were our Clinicare hyaluronic acid masks. These are absolutely stunning, beautiful if kept in the fridge if you want to apply them colder. There's a sheet mask in here, and this is good for maybe 3-4 uses. You'll know it's gone when the sheet mask is dry and the little sachet is dry as well. That means all the hyaluronic acid is gone. It has dried up. So you would use it. We sell these in the clinic. They're one of our best-selling products. They're absolutely stunning. People love to buy these after having a facial because it really carries on the results of the facial for days afterwards. Immensely hydrating, like I said, brilliant at this time of the year when we're doing so many peels and clients need some anti-inflammatory and some hydrating, and the hyaluronic acid in this does both. Clinicare is of course a range that we're working with a long time now. It's a Swedish range. I often say if Environ is the king of vitamin A, well, Clinicare is the king of hyaluronic acid, and the two key ingredients that you need in your skincare routine are, in my opinion, are hyaluronic acid and vitamin A. And then of course you're going to throw in SPFs and vitamin C and stuff like that as well. But hyaluronic and vitamin A for that plumping out and anti-aging. And you can't go wrong. So everybody got one of these in their kits as well. So a sheet mask, use it whenever you feel that you want, if you've something coming up, or and whenever you want to plump out your skin or really immensely hydrate your skin. But just to know when you open it, you must at that point use it within 3 to 4 days, because it will eventually dry out. So thank you so much, Instagram, for having me here tonight, because my purpose of course was to go on my private Glow Getter page on a Facebook, but I find this platform is just easier. I don't know, sometimes I'll tell you what it is. When I save this now, this will save to my camera roll and I can put it everywhere, anywhere I want. When I go onto my Facebook group, if I save it, it only saves to Facebook saved videos and I can't access it again. So it was that reason I decided to come on to Instagram to do it. But I'm going to upload it to, if I'm happy with it, I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel and of course into my Glow Getter. The Glow Getter private group on Facebook is, if you wish, the last part of the Christmas kit. It's something I created last year, and it's a support group for people who invest with Monica Tolan's and embark on their skincare journey with us. It's really, really cool. It's a great group. Everybody in there is so knowledgeable. Not only do I man it, but all of my team man it as well. So any questions are asked 24 hours a day. And if I'm honest, most of the people in the group answer the questions as well, because they're such experts. They're loving the brand and using it so long now. It's a great group, but only that group is now closed. Nobody else has been allowed into it because the kits have sold out. And of course, it was only those who purchased the kit. So you can be on the ball for next year. Yep, so that's it. If any of you have any questions, like I said, I stopped answering them here because they were distracting me, but you can go ahead and DM me and I will be back on soon. I'm actually not in the clinic this week, so I have a lot more time in my hands. I'm working on my podcasts, I'm chilling out with my kids and carving pumpkins and doing all that kind of thing. So go ahead, DM me if you have any questions about anything that I spoke about here tonight or in general, and I will endeavour to answer. Otherwise, have a lovely Tuesday evening, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.